I just thought I would jump on for a few minutes before this premiere happens in the next 10 minutes, I guess, and just kind of talk out loud for a second. I had cut this video a while ago, and I got it edited, and today I had to get to my grandma's funeral, so I got the whole family in the house, so I just came out to the car for a couple minutes to watch this premiere with you guys, and just wanted to check in and say hello. It's been a tough day for me. You can tell it's been a tough day for me when I'm saying I very rarely will use and stuff like that, but it is what it is. You know, life comes and goes, and at any moment could be our last. And so, you know, it's just hard to accept, you know. And I wanted to get this video out for you guys because I'm posting this video today because this was the last transmission from where I had built the wall in my office, and I wanted to have this ready to go this morning for you, but life got in the way with the planning, and yeah, I'm a little off. If I'm saying and I'm not 100%. So, however, I wanted to make sure that you guys got to take a look at this video today because this was the last transmission from my office, but more than that, after I had set up for 6 months and I knew the history so well, if you put anything on the wall, if you put, I mean, anything at all, if you put anything on the wall and you look at that, whatever you put on the wall every single day, then your brain will start to remember it in ways that you didn't know before. And by the time I made this video, I had put up all of the information of history on the wall for the past 7 months. I left that office in October, so I began to build the wall in January, and then I finished the wall in June. So February till October, I had been putting pieces of paper on the wall for 10 months. And when you guys are going to see this here in this upcoming video, I had put so many pieces of paper on the wall that I had learned so much just by seeing the same thing, which was the whole idea of creating a poster for you guys so that you could look at it on a wall every day. That was the whole point. That was the whole point of making the poster, is so that you guys could put it on a wall, and then if you walk by and you read something every single day, then your brain starts to remember it. So that's the reason why I gave away all those posters. I hope that you guys got them printed up and got them put on your wall. Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm not my typical energetic self. I'm just going through some stuff with Grandma's funeral today, and it was hard and a lot of tears, and I cried my eyes out today. So, and it's so funny because all I could think about was that I wanted to get this video up so that you guys could see, if I say one more time, I'm going to hang this up and I'm not going to come back on. I don't speak like that. So I just wanted to be able to get this up for you guys to see it, because this was the end of the chapter of the wall that I had built. And it felt appropriate to share with you guys the end of something that was so significant in my life on the same day as my grandma's funeral. So I was trying to get it up just so I could run the parallel with you guys, so you guys could see the end of my journey, that I ended that office space. And so I just wanted you guys to see the very end of something as well. I guess that's what was in my head. I was trying to put it together, and I don't know. So I just wanted to share something with you guys that was so intimate to me, because I recorded this video that's coming out. It's coming out in 6 minutes now. I recorded this video alone at 2 o'clock in the morning in my office, and I had to be out of there by 8 a.m. And I think I finished this video by about 4 a.m., packed up, and I got out of there by about 5. So it was the last transmission from my office space, where I started by learning the lynching chart. I learned each different state that had the lynchings. And then I continued to learn the presidents and who ran when and for which party. And learning the presidents really helped me a lot. Learning the presidents, just learning who was president when, it really helped me a lot. It helped me structure history so I understand. When someone says Ulysses Grant, then I can now, because I memorized all of them, now I can go, okay, that was this time period, and then there was this many lynchings in this time period, and these are the Supreme Court case precedences that were so important at that time. So and that's when all the voting stuff was going on. So yeah, so anyway, how are you guys doing? What's going on with you guys? You know, when I was uploading this video, I watched it back, and what I realized is that we have allowed a total police state to be created, and I, for one, am absolutely freaking sick of it, and it absolutely has to change to end this police state, prison state that we're living in. I mean, it is so horrifically bad, and we're seeing it more and more now that everybody's on camera. Now that we got these cops on camera all the time, we're seeing it. It's horrific. I posted that Arizona clerk who was arrested. She was one of those diehard persons who believed that the election had been stolen in 2020. And so she got arrested, and I put her video on Community last night. And as I was watching it, here's this woman. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the support. I apologize. My energy's not exactly where it should be. But, and I watched her get arrested yesterday. And all I could think about when I pulled into my grandma's house last night was how in the world have we allowed police to be able to torture us? They tortured that woman, that Arizona clerk. They tortured her. And she was crying. She was literally crying. She was crying and saying, "You're hurting me. You're hurting me. These handcuffs are hurting me." And then they took her cuffs and they ripped them up by her shoulders. And I was just thinking to myself, why do you have to grab her arms and jerk her up that way? Once you've been shackled like a pig with your arms behind your back, right? Then why do you need to be manhandled in that way? Why does some person need to grab you and hurt you? I can't get it wrapped around my head. I can't get it wrapped around my head. And so I titled this video, "Sins of Our Fathers, Allowing Government to Replace a Free America with a Total Police State," because that's exactly how I'm feeling, and I'm absolutely sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of watching police hurt and torture people on camera, and we all sit around as though it's perfectly fine, as though it's okay that cops shackled her and put her arms behind her back and then jacked her shoulders up and then put her in a little tiny confined space and strapped her in. She must have been absolutely terrified going into that little tiny space. She must have been absolutely terrified, you know. So I shared it in community. I don't know how many of you guys go to the community page, but I share all kinds of videos. They don't really get much traction. I'm trying to show people what I learn, what I read, and maybe create a more educated society based on fundamentals and foundations. You know, like your folks give to you. You know, you should get fundamentals and foundation. So it's been an interesting past couple days, especially when you drive. I totally agree with AVR. AVR just put police are the biggest problem in our country. We have allowed, and this is going to be the next video that I make. It's going to be another produced video, but I'm going to produce a video that shows that we have allowed the police to take total control of us. We've allowed police to have total autonomy and to hurt us and crush us and abuse us and shackle us and dungeon us. Still in Pinal County, Arizona, I hope I'm saying that right, Kinetic Kurt, reach out to me again, Kinetic. I've called the Pinal County District Attorney's Office 4 times to try. Oh, there it is. There it is. If you guys, if you 100 folks would do me a favor, let's pop over and watch this premiere together. It's happening right now. I'm going to watch this with you guys. It's only 18 minutes, but I'm going to take the next 18 minutes away from my family, and I'm going to watch this premiere with you guys. So I'm going to end this live here in a second, and I'm going to go over, and if you guys will please join me, 59 seconds and the premiere begins. I'd like to watch it with you guys, and I want to know what you think, because this was a really big deal for me, this last video I produced in my office when I closed it. So it was really emotional. Just so you know, when I left there, when I closed my office that night, you know, I cried my eyes out. I got down to my car and I just sat and I just sobbed and I sobbed and I sobbed, because a change is happening whether you like it or not. So with that being said, if you would please join me, let's watch the premiere together. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to get the flock out of here before I break down in tears. All right, I'll see you guys soon. Later, Gator.